Immigrating from Finland and coming to the United States and moving to Salt Lake, and he didn't speak English, and it was sort of like this difficult time. And I remember him saying that when he was in the war, like he felt this sense of he was very privileged to have been the first generation of his family in the United States. You know, on my mom's side of the family, there were multiple generations. She was born in Indiana to a farming community, and both of her parents had been multiple generations out there. But the same kind of sentiment. They felt like living in America was the best chance for success, the best chance to raise a family, the best environment that you could possibly be a part of. And so I grew up with those people as examples, of my grandparents, and then passing that down to my parents. And so I just have this very profound sense of gratitude, sense of love, sense of appreciation for the things that I had. And I think that was only amplified by living abroad for 2 years. And then I think the other thing is, you know, when you study the history of our country and the unique foundation of our country, and how we are as a country as far as like bringing on board all of these different people from different cultures, from different countries. And, you know, we have to appreciate that. There's a reason that people have aggregated here, because this is the epicenter of democracy in the world. And when you learn that, and when you learn the foundations of that, and you learn to appreciate that, I think it's impossible not to feel a sense of like, we need to defend that. You know, we're a nation that espouses the values of, you know, liberty, fraternity, and equality. That's who we are. So sort of like the founding fathers in writing the Constitution and the way that they ran the Continental Congress, and the sort of, you know, test runs that they did in the lead up to writing the Constitution, and even sort of breaking away from Great Britain for all the reasons that we did, that there is a certain degree of divine inspiration in that, the hand of God guiding sort of our founding fathers to be able to create this enduring document in the Constitution. And certainly I think, you know, if we wrote a Constitution today, I'd be hard pressed to believe it would last 25 years, because it would be so partisan and so divisive, and everybody wouldn't be on board. And here you had this group of essentially young men, very young, some of them, who were part and parcel to forging this document that's lasted better than 200 years. It has guided a country through all kinds of technological advancements and you know, exponential growth and expansion and acquisition of the rest of the country beyond the 13 colonies. And for me, you know, coming from a Christian background, it's really hard for me not to see the hand of divinity in that as sort of a guiding force. And so it's always sort of been my own personal belief that as long as we are a nation that espouses those values of goodness and righteousness and service, and, you know, the golden rule, for lack of a better word, doing unto your brothers as you would have them do unto you, and just being good human beings, is if we lose sight of that, then we lose our country. You know, I think it was Ben Franklin who said our system of government is a republic as long as we can keep it. It's a difficult system to hold on to, and you have to remember that a republic only exists in the form of a republic as long as the people that it governs are righteous. Lasting happiness comes from service and gratitude. And I think it's not just gratitude because we have all this stuff. Gratitude because we live a truly blessed life in an incredibly free country, the freest, most opportunistic, most diverse, most